If you or someone you know has experienced sexual or physical abuse out of YDC, we understand how incredibly difficult that can be to come forward and to share your story. Fortunately, the state of New Hampshire has created an alternative to typical litigation by creating the YDC Settlement Fund. One of the benefits of the YDC Settlement Fund is that it is entirely different than traditional court and litigation. Unlike court, the YDC Settlement Fund is trauma-informed and victim-centered. You and you alone as the victim get to decide who, if anyone, hears your story outside of the settlement fund. If, like most of our clients, you prefer to keep it completely confidential, then that's how it stays. You and you alone have the right to make that decision. At no point will you ever be interrogated by the state or anyone. This process is all about you and making sure that you are comfortable. One of the most common questions we get from victims of physical and sexual abuse out of YDC is what to expect. What will the process be like? The journey begins with an initial meeting, and from there on, we move at your pace and whatever you're most comfortable with. The first step after we gather initial information is to request what's called your resident file from the state of New Hampshire. Resident files are not always available for all clients based on the time of residency, but when they are available, they can be incredibly helpful, supporting pieces of information. Once we receive the resident file, we work on completing your claim form and get it filed. After it's filed, it takes approximately 90 days to receive the state's offer. Within the settlement fund, claims move forward at a much quicker pace than they could ever possibly move forward in court. In short, there are two ways that one can resolve their YDC claim. The first is with the state of New Hampshire through the Attorney General's office. If we are not able to reach an agreement with the Attorney General's office, you always have the option of requesting a hearing with the administrator, retired Chief Justice Broderick. We recognize that there is no possible way to make this process entirely free of stress. All we can do is try to do our best to accommodate and make it as trauma-informed and victim-centered as possible.